This isn't criminal, we're talking civil right now.
That's correct, you guys. The criminal case is over. Right now we're looking at a civil case, a lawsuit coming from India Kager's mother. Now her name is Gina Best, and according to Best, she's pressing charges against 4 Virginia Beach police officers connected to her daughter's death. This wrongful death lawsuit claims officers did not shoot Kager intentionally but shot recklessly. In 2016, the Commonwealth's attorney Colin Stolley cleared those officers from any wrongdoing. But Best says those officers murdered her 27-year-old daughter. In September 2015, Kager was at a 7-Eleven parking lot on Lynn Haven Parkway, and the Navy veteran and her 4-month-old son were in the car with her boyfriend, Angelo Perry. Police say he was a suspect in a homicide investigation. Stolley says officers moved towards Perry when he shot at them 4 times. Officers then shot back 30 times, killing Kager and Perry. Kager's child wasn't hurt in the shooting. Now, Best's attorney tells us jury selection and opening statements should happen today. The civil lawsuit is expected to last into next week at the Virginia Beach courthouse. Megan Shin, 13 News Now.